Welcome to your Pilates Punx workout. Today we're just going to do a quick 10-minute workout video and we're doing our glutes. So it's going to be 5 minutes right cheek, 5 minutes left cheek, 10 minutes total. So I'm just starting my timer for 5 minutes each side. So we're going to do 5 minutes, it'll end, flip, and do 5 minutes on the other side. And let's see what we can get done. We're going to start off, I'm going to work my left side first. We're going to lay down. I want you to line your back up with the edge of the mat here. And our legs are on a tabletop in front of us. You want your knees right in line with your hips. Your ankles are right underneath the knees. You're going to prop the neck and head up. Your top hand is a kickstand. We're going to flip that top leg up to hip bone height. And then we're going to open that tabletop leg up to the ceiling and then lower the top of it. Inhale, lift, squeeze the glutes, lower to our elbow. Breathing through it here. We want to make sure we're not rolling backwards off of our stabilizing hip. And as we're doing these, we want our ankle, shin, and knee to stay in a straight line. So you don't want that knee to twist higher. You don't want your ankle to wind up higher because that puts a lot of pressure on that knee. And you want to keep working here, not glute. So we're going to take it for 2 more of these, lifting and lowering. Making sure we don't roll back off of our stabilizing hip. We lower right in front of our hip bone. We're going to draw donut-sized circles with our knees. Breathing through it here. Now we're talking small donuts. I want you to check in. So like Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme. We're not going those mega huge donuts that you can get at like Universal Studios after going to a Moe's for a Duff beer. You grab the giant donut. We don't want them. We're going to reverse our circles, little circles here, squeeze those glutes, breathing through it. And we're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg down, your heels stay together, lift the knee and lower. Lift, squeeze the cheeks, lower, hug the thighs. As we are doing this work, we want to make sure that we are keeping the heels glued together. If you feel your heels separating, just check in with that. You really want a hinge from the hip and a hinge from the heel for our plank. Opening and closing. We're here for 4, 3, 2. On 1, lift it up, close it up, 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 up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Lengthening our legs, go to the front corner of our mat. So we're still lined up at the back edge of our spine and our feet to the front corner of the bed. Float your top leg up to hip bone height. Sweep your leg forward and draw it back. We want the leg to stay at hip height. We inhale, sweep forward. We exhale, draw back. Now as we're doing this work, we want to make sure that we are not wobbling back and forth off of our stabilizing hip. If you feel yourself rocking, you might not make the range of motion nearly so large. Sweep forward and draw back. And we have another 4. We're going to turn it into a rond-de-jambe. 3. Your range of motion might be smaller. 2. We have 1 more here. What we're going to do now is sweep the leg forward. We lift it and circle it up and behind our other leg. Inhale, sweep forward, circle up and back. Reach long out of that hip socket. And if you feel yourself rocking back, I don't want that circle to be quite as large yet. So we can make our range of motion smaller and actually make it more work because we have to control ourselves and not let momentum take over. Pause when your legs are lined up. Reverse it by sweeping backwards, arc up and forward. Hello, oblivious medias. Once your glute starts talking to you, it doesn't shut up. So right now mine is on fire. These always get me. We sweep back, we lift up and draw forward. We have 3 more. And 2. Last 1. We can line the legs up and we're going to lower down. You take a little peek at my timer. We have 50 seconds. We're going to point, lift the leg up, we flex and lower down on the leg. Point, inhale, lift, and flex to lower. Reach long out of our hip socket. Pointing up, flex on the way down. 1 more like this. Point, inhale, lift, flex and lower. We're going to keep the foot flex, lift, point, and lower. flex, inhale, lift, point level with control. Lifting as high as we can, lowering all the way to our other leg. We've got 2 more here. Last one. Float our leg up to hip bone height. We're drawing circles. Now these are like the size of our fit ball or a cantaloupe, reaching long out of our hip socket through our toes, breathing through it. Gonna let the circles hurt so much. Reverse, opposite direction, breathing through it. Squeeze the cheeks. Thank goodness, saved by the bell. Lower the leg down, stop that timer. We're gonna flip to our other side and do it all over again. So 5 minutes back on the timer. We start out lining our back up with the edge of our mat again, and that bottom side hurts. Good Lord. All right, legs are to tabletop in front of us. Start, and we float the leg up to hip bone height. Put our leg up to the ceiling, we lower to hover. And if you are feeling now our bottom side, we just worked it, right? So our stabilizing side now is really feeling this work of gripping us. So when you are doing your first side and you're not fatigued, you might not feel like you're doing that much for that bottom side, but once you're really fired up, you can feel that we're not actually resting on this bottom side. Like we're holding our stability. So my glute is still firing up. I'm also getting into my abs a little bit, getting that little lift. So I'm not just like flopping down now on my left side as I work my right, but everything's working. We're just working the gripping side differently than the lifting side. But either way, wear another pair of jeans tomorrow and you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, damn, Pilates Punx, look at those buns. I hope you talk to yourself that way. We're lifting that leg. We don't want our ankle to lead or lag. We're here for 3 and 2. Last one. We're gonna lower in our hover and draw donut-sized circles with our knee. We want to reach long out of our hip socket, straight through that knee, breathing through our work, squeezing our glutes, and we're circling it about. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. And I just want to let you guys know, like, if you are not a seasoned Pilates Punx YouTube watcher, if I am smiling, it is usually because I hate what I'm doing right now. So I smile a lot when I do my glutes because I hate working my glutes. Let's lower that leg down. The heels are glued together. And we lift that knee up and we lift. We're going to lift the knee, keep the heels together, and lower down, hug the inner thigh. And skinny cheek forward. Sometimes, like when I'm on a roller coaster, I tend to laugh instead of scream. And I think like my little coping mechanism for stuff is like laughing and smiling. So I laugh at myself a lot when I do these workouts. I feel like such a masochist, but it's so good. The parts that we hate to work are usually the ones that are really doing the work. I have weak glutes. That's why this is killing me. I will work my abs all day and love it. And it's because it's easier for me than working my glutes. We have 3 more. And 2. On 1, lift it up and pulse it up, up, up. And some of you guys are going to be watching this and being like, this is a piece of cake, but I don't want to do teasers. I'll trade with you right now. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. We'll punch to that glute. Let's lengthen our legs to that front corner. We're going to float our leg up to hip bone height, and we sweep the leg forward and sweep it back. I kept my shoes in this shot because I just I want Vans to notice Pilates Punx and be like, hey, you guys have this checkerboard thing. We've got this checkerboard thing. Let's work together and make some special Pilates Punx Vans, and we'll send you a bunch of free stuff, and you can show people that Vans are like the Pilates instructor shoe. You can slip it off real easy and demo anything. Please notice me. Kidding. I like the shoes, I like the Vans. But also not kidding. That would be really cool. Alright, let's turn our sweeps into our rond de jambe. We sweep it forward, we hook it up and behind the other leg. Make sure we are stable on that bottom hip. We're not rocking back and forth. We are keeping our stability and checking in. Make your circle smaller if you need it to be smaller. If you feel yourself rolling back and forth, listen to what your body's doing and tone it in, right? We're gonna line the legs up and we reverse. Scoop back, circle up and forward. And I could fling my body about. I could get my circle way bigger, but it's harder when it's a little more controlled. And I'm here for the work, not for the range of motion, right? I wanna get my glutes working. I'm not looking to show off my high kick. 3 more, and 2. Ooh, 1 more. We're gonna line the legs up and lower down. We point, inhale, lift, we flex and lower. Point, lift, and flex to lower. I took more time on this side. We have an 11-minute workout now. Whew. 1 more. Point, lift, flex and lower. We have to make it even. Flex, lift, point and lower. Flex, inhale, lift, and point to lower. We have 3 more. And 2. Last one. We're going to float up to hip bone height and draw those larger circles. This is our last thing. So what, maybe 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Reach long out of that hip socket. Breathe through your work. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are done. Thank goodness. You guys can stretch on your own time. That's it. I'm done with our 10 minutes of glute work, 5 on each side. I hope that you guys can see how efficient Pilates can be. I'm dying. I don't want to work my glutes anymore. I feel like I can sit on my butt because I made it work already. And that's 10 minutes of work today. And that's only 5 minutes on my right side and then 5 minutes on my left side. So Pilates is so wonderful because it is more about getting in that work and doing the proper setup than it is about doing like all these crazy reps and super quick. And if you slow it down, it's harder. So why waste all that time doing like a 2-hour workout or like some crazy gym session when you can just do a really concentrated, efficient workout and see better results from it too. But you know, I'm getting a little preachy on the Pilates right now, so I'm going to cut it here and say, if you like what you see and you want to throw a little money towards a business that is still closed, please Venmo at Pilates Punx. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and share it with everybody because this stuff is up for free and it's there to be used. So great job to you. I will see you guys next time.